Today I would like to present about Nasser supply chain. There are 5 steps in supply chain, that is supplier, which provide materials, warehouse, manufacturing, distribution, and end user. It shows and explains about Nasser process of supply chain. The first one is supplier. Supplier is a person, company, or organization that sells or supplies something such as goods or equipment to customers. Some sources define a supplier as a business or person that make goods available to another business or service. Suppliers are often referred to as the first link in a supply chain, existing strictly in back-to-back relationship. Supplier, also known as provider of raw materials such as Nestle provide cocoa, milk, palm oil, and many more. Secondly is warehouse. Warehouse is material handling, packaging are an integral part of other logistical area. For example, inventory typically needs to be warehoused at selected times during the logistic unloading. Finally, the individual products are most efficiently handled when packaged together into shipping cartons or unload unit loads. Nasser warehouse were located at Selangor, Negeri Sembilan, Sarawak, and Perak. And I would like to transfer this talk to Sarah Aisyah.
Thank you, Nabil. For the third one is manufacturing. Manufacturing. As we know, manufacturing is the area of manufacturing support concentrates on managing work in process inventory as it flows between stages of manufacturing. The primary logistical responsibility in manufacturing is to participate in formulating a master production schedule and to arrange for its implementation by timely availability of materials, component parts, and work in process inventory. For example, cocoa is extracted from the best tree using a high-end product. Palm oil is produced by vegetarian oil. The fourth stage is distribution. Distribution is the movement of finished product to customer is market distribution. In market distribution, the end customer represents the final destination. The availability of product is a vital part of each channel participants' marketing effort. All market distribution systems have one common feature. An example, they link manufacturers, wholesalers, and retailers into supply chains to provide product availability. As we know, distribution is also as a centers coordinate the purchasing and distribute to the restaurant. So the distribution is one of the main thing of the stage in the supply chain, because the process of making a product or service available for the consumer or business user who needs it. The last stage is end user. For the end user, from the perspective of the total supply chain, the ultimate customer is the end user of the product or service whose needs or requirements must be accommodated. It has historically been useful to distinguish between two types of the end user. The first is a consumer. So the consumer is the first one who started the supply chain management. The first is consumer, an individual or a household who purchases product and service to satisfy personal needs. When a family purchases a Nestle product, the family will be the consumer of the supply chain. As we know, the consumer would be the first one. So the second type is an organizational end user. Purchases are made by organizations or institutions to allow end user to perform a task or job in the organization. When a company buy a NASA product for salesperson or to be used by an assembly workers in a manufacturing plant, the company is considered as the consumer or the end user. So a supply chain management perspective demands all the firms in supply chain focus on the meeting the needs and requirements of end users, whether they are consumers or organizational end users. I pass this talk to my last person, Rifki.
Okay, thank you for the explanation. Now I will continue the last part. Conclusion. In conclusion, NASA is one of the largest supply chain management company in the world. The volume of the goods and services of this company is very huge, so there are a lot of problem and challenge faced. Supply chain management is an important part for every organization as it improves the effectiveness, efficiency, and management of resources. It also establishes prominent relations with the stakeholders like suppliers and customers. It integrates and combines the entire business activities and takes care of each and every step that ultimately helps in achieving satisfaction of the customers and goals of the company. I think that's all I have to say. Thank you.